Most people believe thinking is simply about finding answers. A question appears, the mind searches for a solution, and the process ends when an answer feels correct. But highly analytical minds often approach thinking in a very different way. Instead of searching only for answers, they search for structure. They look for the hidden logic behind events, decisions, and behavior. When something happens, most people ask a simple question: what happened? But analytical thinkers often ask a different question: why did this happen? And once that question appears, the mind begins exploring deeper layers of explanation. Human behavior rarely happens randomly. Decisions follow incentives, reactions follow emotions, social interactions follow patterns. To someone observing casually, these patterns may appear chaotic, but to a careful observer, structure begins to appear. For example, when people feel respected, their behavior often becomes cooperative. When they feel threatened, their reactions become defensive. When they feel uncertain, they often search for authority or reassurance. These reactions are not random. They follow predictable psychological structures. Analytical thinkers gradually learn to recognize these structures. They observe how people respond in different environments: professional environments, social environments, situations involving power, status, or uncertainty. Over time, these observations create a deeper understanding of human behavior. Instead of seeing isolated actions, analytical minds begin to see patterns of cause and effect. Motivation leads to behavior. Behavior creates reactions. Reactions create social consequences. Understanding this chain of events allows the mind to interpret situations more accurately. Another important element of analytical thinking is skepticism. Highly analytical individuals rarely accept the first explanation they encounter. They examine alternative interpretations. They test whether an explanation truly fits the available evidence. This process often makes their thinking appear slower from the outside, but internally, the mind is constructing a much stronger understanding. Instead of relying on assumptions, analytical thinkers rely on reasoning. Instead of relying on intuition alone, they combine observation with logic. Over time, this habit creates a powerful cognitive advantage. The mind becomes better at predicting behavior, better at identifying hidden motivations, better at understanding complex situations. This is why analytical individuals often appear calm in confusing situations. While others react quickly, the analytical mind is observing, collecting information, searching for patterns. Because understanding rarely appears instantly, it emerges gradually as patterns become visible. The more someone studies human behavior, the clearer these patterns become. What once seemed unpredictable begins to follow recognizable psychological structures. And the mind that learns to recognize these structures develops a powerful ability: the ability to understand the logic behind human behavior. A logic that often remains invisible to those who only look at the surface of events.